Great and beautiful morning to you all, wherever you are joining me at this hour. Welcome to 543 edition of Invest Data Trading Academy Live with Ambrose. Yes, I'll tell you that the global market has opened on a positive note, extending almost a six trading session of bull run in the global market as we speak. I'll tell you that most of the global stocks or global market are in green as we speak. It's a good news, but we're seeing another dimension this morning that the emerging market are also extending. When we look at the chart of emerging market, you can see that the emerging market has also extended straight 3 to 4 days gain also on the run. And I tell you what are the factors behind this movement we are seeing. I'll tell you that anywhere in the world, no policy direction is very, very key. The news of Fed taking decision to cut trade this month of September has changed the whole dynamics of the market, and also what is happening in Russia, Ukraine, and also in Israel, and also and what is happening in Hamas and also Qatar. These are the things also that I was saying that also causing some movement and also in the commodity market as we speak. But good news for the market that every market as we speak now in the mature the market are looking up in the green. Good news also we are seeing a positive data. Also, like I said, on Monday, emerged from this market that also has supported the green light we are seeing for straight, six trading section in the global market. Global stocks are in green. But if you look at what is happening in Asia this morning, Asia is not left behind. I'll tell you that most of the Asia market of stocks are climbed up also this mid week of the midweek Wednesday as we speak, led by South Korea and Hong Kong market tracking what is happening in the Wall Street as all attention are on tech companies which are also supported this market across growth I've said earlier. Why that of Japan was it that Japan share is almost nearing historic all high as we speak, as a lot of what as the resignation of the prime minister. Not only that, despite the political unrest or uncertainties in Japan, was it that the market there is looking up, and also the GDP figure that came out from there is also looking bad, and inflation figure is also pointing that yes, we're going to see another or a new Japan. That has also supported the market as we speak. That that are the things that impacting Asia market as we speak. But investors are also looking at some numbers that are not better than expected. But good is that we see weaker than expected inflation data from China, highlighting also persistent inflationary pressure in that second largest economy in the world. That is also another thing that is also we're looking at. And also, if you look at other markets, especially looking at the US market, looking at the three major indicators or what we call indices there, I think that they are all looking green, extending what happened on Tuesday at this one. I believe that all eyes are on the Fed decision to cut rate next week. This expectation is what is fueling this market, not only in US, I'll tell you, across other markets in the globe. And that is a good news for the equity market in general for the world. And also, if you look at Japan stock, like I said earlier, they are always near high, even in the midst of what political uncertainty I've said earlier. As we speak now, I'll tell you that Japan Nikkei 2025 index is up by 0.8%, reading about almost 4,379.3 basic point. But I will tell you that it has touched all high of almost 44,185.7 basic point on Tuesday, that means yesterday, and that trend has continued more. In that same range, we are seeing that also South Korea, as I said earlier, has gained a 0.6 at this hour in that market. All move right now for me is a good one. We are seeing that although the move after the Japanese Prime Minister stepped down on Sunday has also following a heavy election loss and also growing internal party the disagreement. All these are what is happening, sparking some expectation that the successor will also push more expansion of what physical and the monetary policy that also put Japan in order. Don't forget that any new government anywhere want to make difference, want to bring some support to the people. But believe that this monetary and physical policy in Japan will also drive market sentiment as we speak. And also don't forget that Japan US also confirmed they are dealing lowering a tariff on Japan auto export by mid September. This is also good news for that. And I can tell you that all eyes are still focused on Japan and on South Korea led the gain, and as to speak, also Japan, China, consumer price index in focus. But these are things that also is shaping Asia market as we speak. But Singapore is not left behind, has also climbed by 1% as we speak, and for me, it's a good one for the market in that region, in the South the Asia market, Asia environment. As China consumer price index also for more than expected in August, as the government stimulus failed to counter the kind of the entrenched deflation that we have seen so far, while the producer price index also extended their decline for the 35 straight months. I think this is not the good news, but let's see how they want to sort out with also tariff here and there. These are the things that also, if you look at also Australia index has edged up or kind of a move up by 0.3 as we speak, and that of Shanghai Composite and also Shanghai the 300 and also again 0.4 respectively, after reversing the earlier loss this morning or this hour. It's a good one. Finally, look at what is happening in India. India is not left behind. India, 50 is up by 0.5 in early trade at this hour. US, Ambrose said on Tuesday that the trade negotiation with India are ongoing, and that is also with the spark with what with the Prime Minister Mundi. Let's see how it's going to come next week. Coming with let's go to shape the market. But move away from that, look at what is happening in Europe. Like I said earlier, that all the global markets are looking, and global stock are also shining. Last trading day we saw, in last trading day, these are the things that also shaping the market right now in this moment. For me, it's a good one for the market that we're seeing this rebound. But today, before going to the topic, I want to look at what is the state of the market right now. And I'll tell you that our market here, if you look at the market data as we speak, market is up by 0.2, that reading 140,000 and 77.50. Good news that the strong resistance level market is breaking out this morning. That is 140,000 cycle line. Market have crossed it this morning. Staying ahead of it or staying on top of it is what market is looking at. That means sustain the recovery we have seen for straight 4 days, which is a good news. And as all eyes are still on what to see inflation figure for the month of August come next week Monday or during the weekend. These are the things all eyes have to shape the market ahead of what decision that the central bank MPC meeting or committee or policy meeting will also be doing in this month of September. But good news that market is extending a positive trend, and I tell you that at this hour, I think that the market range has been between at the opening for 139,796.11 to 140,107.40. This is the range so far at this hour. For me, it's a good one for our market at this hour. Fine. And if you look at the market breadth remains strong. We're having 25 gainers against 14 losers at this moment. For me, it's a good one, and we'll see that some good stocks that are pulled back also paying attention, and that is how to trade any market. And you must pay attention to because these are the key things you should always look at in the market when we are trading. Then before we look at the top gainers and losers, let's look at our topic today. Our topic today is which I know that every one of us are prepared for it. Our topic today is very, very clear: how to spot the big trading opportunity with technical tools and others. Now that the market is volatile, market is recovering, market is coming from after pulling back, you need to know how can I spot the real opportunity in the market. If you are looking at the technical indicators to spot it, you must pay attention to some indicators that are also lagging, and some tools that will help you to know the value area and also a breakout region and a strong support level. These are the things. Now, I said at this earlier when this discussion that we are seeing that the 140 strong resistance level of the market, which if you can see here, it has this same place done as support level for breaking down. But now that same support level now has stand as a resistance level. But now the market is already trying to break out this support, which is the 140,000 mark. But once market cross it now, and so that is also new. But as market also cross this peak here, 141,000 or 142,000. Once market able to cross this one also go, that's also another trend that we'll be looking at to see where the market will get toward 146 and process. All these are the things to pay attention. All these are what are different kind of milestone that market has to break out for now say we're looking at for another trend that official to go and hit the 150. And I said it, and I will say that before the end of this quarter, the market is likely to hit 150,000 mark. Once you see that, that's a good news. And before the year end round out, we're likely to see anything around one closer to 200,000 index. That would be nice. But good one is that let's see, because the last quarter of the year is the most active quarter, and Q3 that is coming also will be kind of a catalyst, or that will also support the market depending on the strength of the number. You can see now that we're looking at what they know how to spot. Now looking at how to spot, these are the things we need to know. The first thing that if you really want to look at opportunity in the market, because the stock market on its own come with what a lot of risk. Ability to spot the biggest trading opportunity is what makes money for you, and you must pay attention to that, because trading in stock market can be very tricky, and for that you need to also be quick in your decision making. And that is why in a volatile market, in a corrective market, you must pay attention to what is happening in the market, and that is where you're able to look at the opportunity, and also take advantage of it. And when you're looking at opportunity, there are some things that you need to watch. Is the market weak or strong? And if the market weak, was like I told you in this class, that once you see the market crossing is the T line, that's a sign of strong. But when you see the market below, it's also data for stocks. As you're watching out for stock, we have different categories. You're able to identify strong stocks and weak stocks. And when I mean strong stocks, stocks that are moving in the same direction with the trend of the market, with much vigor or much power or strength than what the overall market. Why the weak stocks are those stocks that are moving within the market trend, but on a weaker pace, on a weaker movement, because of than the general market. But those stocks that are moving with the market are stocks that you pay attention, especially in our market today. We see that stock that pull back, and when the market rebound, these are the stocks that will lead the recovery. You must pay attention to them, because that is the only way you can identify the opportunity. And here it starts by identifying what is trending in each sectors. It's very, very key. Sectors matter, and that's why as you now pick out the stocks that are kind of leaders that are within that sector, or outperforming the sector index. Pay attention to it. That is how to look at those stocks, to spot it. That's why I said after you look at your technical analysis, I'm not telling you I say technical analysis, technical tools and others, but you need to look at this market generally. Once you go to look at sectors, you also pick out, then also check in that sector and give stock that also you can compare in their peers to know exactly which stock are consolidating, which stocks also is also on a low valuation, either in terms of market direction or stock that has kind of side trending, or index that is also side trending. Pay attention to it and pick those few stocks, and also go ahead and position in those stocks. Then I believe that the power of analysis or research, or combining your technical fundamental, are very, very also key at this point. Put a company that are that yes, their corporate action in terms of dividend, they are dividend growth stocks, not just dividend stock, dividend growth stock. Those companies that that yes, their corporate action in terms of dividend, in terms of earnings are positive, and events that will support their price are there, especially economic event that is unfolding today. How is it supporting that sector on that industry? That's why the research also is very important. Doing analysis is very, very important. But I'll tell you that this event that is happening in the economy, in the sector, will have also impact on this price of this stock. That's why you are looking at them. As I say, you must pay attention to what one. I say the strength of the market, and also the strength of the stock. Well, mentioned also you must look at what do this analysis and research. Then you focus on small stock. Like I said it anywhere, anything that having too many stock in your portfolio does not matter, does not bring money to you. Focus on those 4 stock to 5 to 8 or 10. That will help you to manage your portfolio. But at this point, you must pay attention to understand price pattern. Is very pattern and trend behavior. Market sentiment is key when we are looking at opportunity. That is why I will advise anyone at any time that once you are looking at opportunity in the market, you must combine what to see your technical analysis to others. Why? You want to see the sentiment, put your chart review, looking at your candlestick, will tell you what is happening in the market, and also what are the lagging and leading indicators to use. These are key things that you need to know when you are trading this market. Yes, news is very, very important, that you must put your eyes on news, but that news will reflect on your chart, either on a daily chart or a 1-hour chart. You will see that when news come, it will tell you what is happening, and because you understand how to look your chart. As I said, candlestick reading is very, very crucial for any successful or successful investor or trader. You must pay attention to see how you can read your candlestick. Even some positive economic news also reflect what on also political activities, everything that's happening, macroeconomic or macro also reflect. That's why you must pay attention to know how to read your work candlestick. Even when a company announce positive earnings, GDP figure, all this come, they have a way of feeding what the market, but it will reflect on your chart. That's why you must pay attention to your chart. And also one thing is timing. Timing is very, very key. Now that we say seasonality, in that season also, are you a short-term trader? You must understand all this. What time are you going to use in your chart? Are you going to use 1 hour chart or a day chart, weekly chart, monthly chart? These are very key. If you are focusing on time in the market, goes beyond just the hour. No, you need to know the kind of candlestick the kind of time frame that will suit your investment objective. Yes, the seasonality that come, those events that repeat itself. No, you must time those events because at that time when events are coming, market will about to change. That means we must pay attention to that. And when we are looking at the indicators, when we're looking at the technical tools or indicators that you want to use, you must pay attention to your support and resistance level. It's very key, and that is what will help you to want to catch your what we call the value area. No, I know that value area is very key. In between your resistance and your support is your value area. Where is the stock you are buying or what you want to enter? Is it within that value area? Is it about to break out? Is it about to bounce back? You must look at where is that stock. That is where you don't joke with your word, your support and your resistance level or tools in technical analysis. You must understand it, how to use these tools effectively, combining it with other indicators because stock price try to trend within this resistance and support level. That means you must pay attention to time and see what is happening and what period is about to come that this trend will change. But once it breaks that barrier, once it break out up or down, it's sending you a signal, it's telling you there's opportunity in the market. And that's why also we that use the RSI money flow, look at the word overbought and oversold region, you must understand how it doesn't work. For those that are tuned to RSI, RSI is also a momentum indicator. But most of the moving average that you use to analyze this market, yes, most of them are lagging indicators. They can tell you what has happened, but what really gives you instant what is happening in the market is your demand and supply, which is your money flow. You must pay attention to money flow any day, anytime, because I believe in those. I mean, that school of thought, and also believe that yes, even when I say fundamentals are good to value stock, but I value stock in my own way, looking at what the buyers and sellers agree that stock that day. That is the value of that stock because price is the king in any market we are trading. If price is the king, we must pay attention to this price, and that's why I say if you really want to spot big opportunity market, you must combine all these factors I just mentioned now to make what informed investment decision. And this will guide you because looking at your RSI, to see that within oversold, overbought, you know that you said when market is experiencing oversold, witnessing oversold pressure, or you see that stock is already at that region, at that zone of oversold, that is time to buy. When market also get to that zone of what overbought, you know that yes, there are tendencies that market to correct, even in my later going up, but see definitely to correct. That means that your technicals are very, very important to your decision to point out what those big trend of trading opportunity that will make money for you. And you must understand that also you must effectively combine your fundamental and technical. I tell you that you cannot start with one leg for a long time. If you want to make money in this market, whether in a down market and up market, you must combine reward for technical and your fundamentals and invest in the economy to make what inform investment decision. On this, we say let's move to see what the life chart is doing because it's very, very important for us because our time is fast spent. Want to see those stocks also that are making the moves in the market. And I'll tell you that once you're able to catch those stocks that are making the latest move in the market, you're able to make what inform investment decision as to speak. Yes, before let us call up our indicators. I don't joke with it. It tells us more information on what is happening in our market. That's why we must pay attention to the indicators that are we are using. Thank God we are indicators and give us insight what our market is doing right now. But don't forget that I'll take our MACD, our money flow, our T line. Our T line, like I will tell you, is what is 8 days moving average exponential. That is what we do for we that are short-term traders who don't joke with it. If you look at the market now, on a daily chart, I see that the market is already trading flat, almost crossing the T line. It's a sign of strength coming to the market. If you also look at what your MACD is accelerating. Look at the way it's going. It's going up. It's a sign. Also, you can see that the blue line is already making it. Once it call this one, what will confirm what the bull market was seeing or kind of a recovery market was seeing. You can see and sharply that money flow have crossed 50. Kudos for me. I would say that funds that have left the market are gradually coming back to this market. That's why I say I pay attention to what money flow. It tells you what the demand and supply are doing, and this what tells you exactly what is happening in the market. No, yes, we say technically that the past event can repeat itself. And I tell you that every fundamental tools you are using, or anything you are using fundamental, is telling you what has happened in the past. But what I tell you what is happening purely in the market is what your technicals. That's why I don't joke with my money flow. It tells this morning I see that money flow have crossed 50, reading 52. I say good news for the market. This is a money flow that have gone below 20. No, can see where it has gone as low at this point, even below this point before. Look at where it is now coming up again. A good news for me in the market and also I see Magni confirming that even that the volume that is trading so far is below no average level. Good news that we believe that yes, if we enter the month of October where we're going to spend any, we must also what the volume that put the market down is not told that took the market up. Sorry, it's not the volume that's taking market. That is that people are still waiting. Institutional investors, others are still waiting to see what the market will do in the last quarter of the year. You must follow that. That's why for those that have started this, I'm so happy this morning. I've seen a lot of a lot of people registering for the masterclass. I tell you that the topic for the masterclass is what the historic move on NGS in Q4 and beyond, and want to be part of those that will make money in Q4 and beyond, and also smart to the bank. That means you must pick that date for 27th of September and create time to attend. I'll tell you all the speakers are set all to give you what you need to invest for 2020 five last quarter, and also that will cross you to 2026. I look forward to see you all there, because there we're going to unveil a lot of strategies that was that is working, not the strategies that are working. At this time, we're seeing that the top gainers in the market, we're seeing them tolerance leading or following, trading 10% up. We're seeing Ella Lake rebounding. No, yes, what could have pulled back earlier is up. Then Arade is also among the top that are the top gainers. These are energy company. You can see also some consumer goods also in that region. Yes, if you look at this on the flip side, no, I'm not surprised that Thomas Was is also leading that with 10%. You can see, that one. This I thought that the move without fundamental. Now they are correcting, there's no big deal. But I tell that the move pullback, marginal pullback in Stanbic, IBTC, and the NACO is an opportunity for you also to buy into value, because this price they are saying is also for me, it's an attractive price that you should also pay attention to. Now, on this note, because of our time, we will be drawing the curtain here. Our time is fast spread. But like I said earlier, the market is rebounding, and this is trend that yes, those that understand how to invest with with knowledge are also taking advantage of it. You can see it here. If you look at the chart very well, that's for a day. Let's look at 1 hour chart. When because of our time, might not be charting the best stock. You can see on 1 hour chart, the market across the state line. Good one. As the MACD is also bullish. MACD is bullish on 1 hour chart. Money flow is already reading for me, money flow is already reading 80, 83. Even though it's looking down on this point, but let's wait and see what is happening in this market. We must really pay attention to our market anytime, any day. It's very, very important. Very, very important. Look at what is happening in PZ. Let's quickly look at that before I call it a day. That's only what I'm going to look at right now. Yes, you can see PZ on the 1 hour chart. You can see where the stock is. Try to resist the decline. Still trading above the T line. Money flow is still looking up on the 1 hour chart. For me, it's a good one. Even when MACD is about to descend down, you can see here that MACD is still above the red one is above the blue one is above the red one, and still also we're still having a bullish. Even when on the 1 hour we're seeing about money flow is looking up on that stock. Well, if we look at the day chart for PZ, that gives us a clear direction. You can see that it's trying to form a decline, but around 35 now. You can see here. Let's wait and see how the stock will go. Money flow is strong, but MACD has given us a good buy signal for PZ. You can see it here yourself. One is blue and colored line, and also MACD is already turning bullish on the day chart for PZ. Let's keep our fingers crossed, and we'll see you on Friday, hopefully by God grace. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your trading day.